All right, guys, we are back. Today is Thursday. Thursday is my favorite day of the week. And whenever I say that Thursday is my favorite day of the week, people always be asking me why that is, which is a valid question. Okay, semi-truck, please don't hit me. But there we go. He was cutting it close. You see him back there? Yeah, he was cutting it close. But Thursday is my favorite day of the week because you get to look forward to the weekend, and I know you get to do that on Friday too. But Friday is kind of the start of the weekend, right? So Thursday you still get the anticipation of having that weekend coming up, right? And then obviously you look forward to Friday, which means the start of the weekend, and then Saturday, and then Sunday, and so forth. The reason why it's not Friday is because Friday, obviously you're already at the start of the weekend, and so you miss out on that anticipation, on the buildup of getting there, right? Saturday, of course, you're in the midst of it, right? So Saturday can still be a good day. Saturday would be a great day, but that's when the thoughts start creeping back in, like, oh shit, tomorrow's Sunday, and then next day I go back to work or to the grind or, whatever else, which is not a bad thing, but everybody loves the weekend. I mean, let's just be real. And then Sunday, obviously, could be more of a day of chill, rest, relaxation. I say all of to say, none of these days are bad days, right? I love every single day, right? Even Mondays, right? Tuesdays, Wednesday, whatever. I love every day. But Thursday is definitely by far my favorite, just because you get the anticipation of having the weekend, right? So we just wrapped up the cardio session. It's not really going to be too many more of these. Like, the light at the end of the tunnel is becoming very, very clear. And even when prep is over and after the show, I'm still going to do cardio, of course, but is it going to be 5 times a week, 40-minute sessions? Probably not. Probably not. But we just wrapped up 40 minutes. I did 20 on the Stairmaster to start. Like the Stairmaster absolutely rips you to shreds. But come up to the top, squeeze the glute, right? And make sure you're working them glutes and the hamstring, of course. Nothing too crazy on the steps, just a casual walk. But if you do that bitch for like 20 minutes, yeah, you're gonna be feeling it for sure, right? And then I went 20 minutes on the incline, about 12 incline, so pretty steep, and then about 2.5 speed. So I like that just because the incline kind of varies for me. I just find whatever's steady, like whatever pace I can keep feels comfortable and my heart rate is going, and it usually levels out to about somewhere between that 10 to 12, maybe 13 if I'm like extra carved up incline, and then 2.5 to 2.7 walk, right, just to get the heart rate up. I never used to be a real fan of the incline just because it never got my heart rate where I needed it to be, because I would have to be damn near running on it. Like, I'm talking about going 3.1, but I'm like, if I'm doing all this, like, I'm damn near doing a light jog, I feel like Santino Marella, speed walking down to the WWE ring, if you know, then I might as well just hop my ass on the stairs. And so that's how I kind of got hooked on doing Stairmaster, because realize you don't have to go that hard to get your heart rate up to what it needed to be, at least me personally. Now, some people like the bike. I'm not too much of a fan of the bike. It puts way too much into my quad, and I feel like my quads just give out more than anything else, right? I feel like I'm just working on my quads, and it's just uncomfortable, right? So, but if that's your thing, then hey, go ahead and go crazy, go stupid. Don't let me tell you how to do cardio. You feel me? But I actually did make a TikTok about this. If you're doing cardio, right, which I know you're probably not, but I'm talking to the very select few that are doing cardio. Make sure whenever you're doing it, whether you're doing Stairmaster or you're doing the treadmill, don't be holding on to the sides of the machine. You're just being a little, I won't say the word, but you're just being a little vagina, we'll just put it like that. Cardio is supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be comfortable. Now, do you have to be dying, like absolutely feel like you just got done doing a 40-minute HIIT workout? No, absolutely not. But it should be a little challenging. You definitely should be breathing a little heavy, and let your legs do the work, man. So whether, like I said, you're doing the Stairmaster or whether you're doing the treadmill. I see some people doing the elliptical. I mean, I never really got into ellipticals, but hey, to each his own. Do your thing. I feel like that's kind of one you kind of got to hold on to. Otherwise, you look even goofier than you already do. But hey, that's not any discouragement. If you're doing the elliptical, then hey, go crazy, go stupid. Don't let me stop you. But I'm talking to my avid step mill or Stairmaster and treadmill users. Right? Let go of the machine. Let your legs do the work, man. And then that's really going to burn the calories that you needed to. And, it's just going to get easier over time. It's going to be hard to start, but it's going to be easier as time goes on. So that's really just with anything in life, not just bodybuilding, but anything in life, man. But just some prep updates. Because last time we talked, I was still consuming energy drinks and pre-workouts and getting pumped up and nice and stimulated. Yeah, all that has come to a close. So stimulants are officially out of the equation for the next 2 weeks, because we're going to be about 2 weeks out. We're like 2 weeks and some change. 2 weeks out as of Saturday coming up. So yeah, stimulants are gone. The only thing that I can really have is black coffee, like a cup of that in the morning, ideally before 1 o'clock. Just so it doesn't, interfere with my sleep. But honestly, I think next week I might even just go and cut that out too. You feel me? And just go cold turkey, raw dog in life, as they say, for the next 2 weeks. But honestly, I'll be real with you, it hasn't been that bad. I mean, look, I don't say I love them, but I like energy drinks. I like my pre-workouts. Nothing crazy high stim, like you're not gonna see me in here 400 milligram pre-workout, 500 milligram doubles. No, that's too much, man. That's way too much, at least for me, but I do like them. But I feel like I have been getting more quality sleep, I will say, ever since I cut those out at the start of this week. So I don't know, maybe it might be something to consider going forward, maybe with going with some non-stim options when it comes to pre-workout, because I do think it's still beneficial, especially with the pump products and things like that and the focus, but you can get non-stim, right? So I don't know, that might be like an endeavor that I tap into once prep is over. And then we went to the posing clinic this past Sunday over on the actual stage. So today is Thursday, like I said, I'll post some pictures up about that on Saturday. But I mean, we're looking good, man, looking real. Everybody tells me I'm looking shredded, but I don't know, body dysmorphia is hitting like a mofo right now, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm not all that. I mean, I don't know, but not to say that I'm not gonna compete or anything. Hell no, that's crazy. But I just see the changes that I want for myself going forward. Like definitely this next off season, and now of course a lot of stuff will just come with time. But definitely this next off season, I definitely want to work on just getting more defined muscle, like being harder, being grainier. But of course, like I said, that's just something that's going to come with time and training. It's not going to happen after your first year or two. But that's just something that I want to continuously progress on. Definitely want to get bigger arms for sure. I feel like my arms are very much lacking, which is kind of crazy to say, because that's not a lot of times an issue for some people. But I definitely want to get some bigger arms. Want to get a bigger chest. Just tighten up the chest. Keep working on that. But I mean, my chest has made massive strides from when we started prep. So I know like one true off season to really build that thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. My back is definitely the strongest body part to stand out. So I just want to keep on refining that, keep making it denser, harder, grainier. And the size is not really a big focus. Like I'm not gonna be prioritizing it any more than it already is, because it's pretty decent size already. And I know it'll just keep getting bigger, just naturally. I mean, my back is one of the muscles that I have the most mind-muscle connection with, which is kind of funny because a lot of people don't, right? And then really my legs, I just want bigger legs. I just want everything to be bigger. My shoulders need to be bigger. Because right now I'm doing the classic, but I would love for this time next year to be competing in the pro show and doing classic and bodybuilding, as in like open class, and because eventually my goal would be to become an open class bodybuilder, right? And whether that be at the OCB level or the NPC level, and eventually, branching into the IFBB, right? That would be the ultimate goal. So, it just starts with, the little changes day by day. And, you can't get too focused on, the overarching thing. You just break it down into small bits, piece by piece. And then, before you know it, those small wins every day, you breaking it down piece by piece, gonna turn into big wins. My one friend when I was playing football growing up, shout out to the homie Sim, he always said that small victories lead to large triumphs. And that's just something that always stuck with me. I don't know, because I was probably like well over like 10, probably like 10 years ago now. Like, damn, I'm getting old. But yeah, probably like 10 years ago. Small victories lead to large triumphs, my friends. And, that's just how I break it down every day. Every day you take it as a small win, and the small wins stack up into big wins. And eventually, before you know it, you won the game, right? So I'm going to go in here and eat. Literally just pulled up to the crib. I don't know, that's prep thoughts for today. I had in mind to talk about some shows that, I've been watching, because One Piece is going crazy right now. Invincible. Just started that yesterday. I know I'm late to the party, but Invincible is absolutely insane. But hey, maybe we'll save those for the next time we get together. So yeah, remember, small victories lead to large triumphs, right? Take the little wins, and the little wins stack up to big wins. So just keep on grinding.